Just giving y'all what's been going on. Move stuff around. But basically, what's been going on is I've just been chilling at the house ever since surgery, and something's still going on with my voice. I don't know what it is, but my voice still hasn't come back. Um, and everything's going well. I am having like weird uh, red marks to my elbow, to like right here, from from where they injected me, right here, or cut me open. Can't really see it on this. See if y'all can see it on the little camera. But from like right there all the way down to my elbow, it's like red and it's hot. But they did two stem cells. I was under for about, I think what they told me was like 4 hours. It was only supposed to be an hour surgery. He said he saw everything that I was talking about. Because I've had collarbone, like my collarbones always hurt, always. And I was like, y'all, that was my main problem throughout all of this. Besides like losing the function of your strength and your muscle mass in your triceps and your arm and everything. That was like, I've had that since I was young. Like everybody would be like, you're just out of shape when you're like running with the team and everything, like in sports. And because that would hurt constantly. And like anytime, like it wouldn't be like after a little bit of running, it would hurt immediately. And anytime like I get stressed out, it starts hurting. It's really weird. Um, but I haven't been able to get my voice back yet. I guess when they were pulling the tube out, they got me like right on the inside of my mouth, and I guess it like cut like or the root of where my teeth are, and it's slowly healing. But like 3 days, like 2 days after surgery, I was like, man, I kept having like this little bit of a cough, and there was a flu at the hospital while I was there. Um, and of course they do the X-rays of your lungs and everything each day, and check your chest because, I mean, you'll see where that's at. There's also right, and I can't feel up here; it's still numb. But right there, y'all see that little dot? That's where the tube was in, and that's like 3 inches from my heart. So, um, pretty crazy. But not in a lot of pain, a lot of numbness. They did a nerve block, which I thought would have worn off by now. It really hasn't. And I read like on one of my little bracelets that they gave me after surgery, one of them said like don't put anything in this arm for 96 hours. But so what they did with the stem cell, I mean I know very little about the stem cell process, but uh, they take the placenta after a woman gives birth, and they they break parts of it down to um, to a liquid But this one was more like a gel, is what he said, because he wrapped it around my collarbone, or where he went in, where he had the incisions and everything, where he went in, the adhesive and everything, where that usually would be after surgery, so scar tissue would build back up really quickly. He put the stem cell in there because it's basically it'll fight off the scar tissue better than I can. And that was the whole reason I had the surgery, was scar tissue issues. I've been told by 3 doctors that my just from going in, having surgery and everything, that my scar tissues on the more severe case, each time that somebody's gone in, I've never had a surgery go the hour that it's supposed to, or the 45 minutes that it's supposed to. It's always been, even if they say it's like 45 minutes, it's always been like 2 hours. This was like 4. Did find out one thing. Last time I had surgery, I came out and they thought like the heart monitor was broken. And because it kept saying like 165, 165, 165 for hours. And finally, it came down like 24 hours later. Well, I found out right before I went in. The nurse came over to me. The nurse during surgery. She came over to me and she went over like all the paperwork and everything. And what I was going to have while I was under either local or general anesthesia and all that. But not anesthesia, I forgot what it's called. But she went over everything, and she said, so are you really allergic to Tylenol? I go, yeah, I'm really allergic to Tylenol. My heart starts beating quicker. I get dizzy. It's just a weird thing. Like, and I used to take it after I would catch and get hit or something. I would take it. And I don't know if I've noticed this after I've had surgeries and everything, because after you have surgeries, they usually want you to go on anti-inflammatories or Tylenol like weeks after. And I've never been able to take them because I get sick. And when I say I get sick, my heart starts racing. Sometimes blurred vision happens. And I just like get dizzy easier. And so we were talking about it. And this was probably 20 minutes before my surgery. And she goes, you sure you don't want to have Tylenol? I was like, a Tylenol-based shot injection. And I said, yeah, I don't want Tylenol at all. She goes, well, I've went over all your records, and they said that you did have Tylenol last time, so you're not allergic to it. And I go, yes, I am. That's what happens when I have Tylenol. I told y'all that I was allergic to Tylenol before my last surgery. And y'all still did that. Like, the doctors and the nurses up there were really freaked out, because if you come out of surgery and your heart's beating that quickly, that ruins your first 24 to 48 hours of recovery. And I've told them about it. And it's just frustrating when you find that out, but also a good thing. Gives you some ease, because I was worried about that. going into surgery, my heart rate just going really high, and not being able to get to go back down. But that put some ease right before surgery, and made me go, oh my God, what the hell? So I should have got the paperwork to see what the name of the surgery was. Technical, medical wording on it. But it was basically they went in, got all the scar tissue out from right here, right next to the jugular, all the way over to basically my bicep, and all the way down to like midway. When he got the scar tissue out of my pec also, and so far, I will say it's a lot harder to move my arm around this time. And I don't know if my body's rejecting the stem cell, which would be really weird. But I thought when I first looked at it, I was like, well, I took a shower yesterday because it's really hard to get in the shower. But because the hot water feels cold, the cold water feels hot. It's just weird. But so I scrubbed my shoulder and everything, but I can't feel my shoulder. So I didn't want to overdo it. So I thought that after I got out of the shower and everything, and I saw that it was just a different color than the rest of my skin. I thought it was, oh, well, maybe it was just the, just me scrubbing the yellow stain that they have on for surgery. And then, like, today happened. You're like, what the hell? It's a different color than the yellow or the orange. It's just like pinkish or red. And it's kind of freaky. But other than that, I'm having no problems really right now. Not a lot of pain. Not taking too much pain medicine either. The only reason I haven't done a video is because my voice just keeps going. But yeah, I'm eating a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Forgot what I read earlier. That's really good for recovery. And like last surgery I had, or the last surgery for this, I had bone broth because I had the bone, the first rib resection, which means they just cut the first rib out. But I guess that's it. Just wanted to give you all an update what was going on, especially since I haven't made a video, gosh, since like 3 days before surgery. I know I made the video that y'all saw, but with the little intro and everything. But I made that probably 2 weeks ago, and I have a couple of those that I just have sitting back there, and figured I would put some of it out after I finally found a song that I like that goes with it. But like right now, I've been playing No Man's Sky because it's something that is just chill, relaxing. No way I can play a competitive game right now. Still can't. So one thing that does suck, I can't feel my hand. Or how to describe it is, if you sleep on your shoulder and your arm falls asleep, when it's starting to wake up like midway through, that's how my fingers feel. And that's just how my fingers feel. From my wrist to my elbow, I can't feel that. But I'm hoping for the best.